Let's bring in our political panel today. Jim Mills is a columnist with the Hill newspaper. He's joining us in Washington. Rick Santorum is a Fox News contributor and, of course, a former Pennsylvania senator. And Bernard Whitman is a former Clinton pollster. Good to have all of you here today. Lots to talk about. Barack Obama, Bernard, let me start with you. Basically, he's denying the surge, some would say, the success of the surge. Apparently, he took mention of it off his website today. He's saying that the whole thing was a big mistake, with the possible exception of the surge working.
Well, the issue is not the surge. The issue is Barack Obama understands both the geopolitical realities of today and the real concerns of the American people. The main threat to America comes not from the civil war in Iraq, but from al-Qaeda and the Taliban. And the recent polling shows Americans are most concerned about the war in Afghanistan. We've forgotten about that war. And Barack Obama wants to redeploy forces from Iraq to Afghanistan, which is something that even the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff has agreed with. So I think that Barack Obama
it sounds very similar to what John McCain
are.
has been saying as well. John McCain is talking about applying the same surge philosophy and strategy, Rick Santorum, that we did in Iraq to go back and solve the problem in Afghanistan.
Yeah, John McCain got it right. I mean, he was an advocate for the surge before the president was, before I was. He knew we needed more troops and we needed a different strategy. He advocated for it. He got what he asked for. It's worked. Barack Obama was against it. He stayed against it. I guess his website should say, don't confuse me with the facts. The fact is that the surge is working. McCain's plan to apply the same ideas to Afghanistan makes all the sense in the world. Right. This is a man who has experience, is a man who has gotten it right, understands that Iraq is not a civil war, that these people that are in Iraq, al-Qaeda, are the same folks that are now in Afghanistan and other places around the world who are a threat to this country.
Let me go to Jim Mills in Washington. And Jim, I want to turn the subject a little bit because you have covered Congress so closely for so many years. President Bush was very passionate today, and he basically pointed the finger at Congress and said, we knew these problems were coming with banking, we knew they were coming with energy, but Congress has not done what they needed to do to help out you folks at home.
Well, true. Congress has not set any records recently for the number and significant legislation they've done. But I got to tell you, Martha, and also on this whole issue of the war, there's been some talk here in town recently, and there was a commission on it, on this whole War Powers Act, which needs to be looked at. Congress has abdicated its role in this whole episode, whether you're for the war or not. Congress has never really exercised its constitutional right because they like to have it both ways. So I think it would be interesting if that was part of the discussion at some point during this presidential campaign.
All right, Jim Mills, thank you. Always good to talk to you. Rick Santorum and Bernard Whitman, thanks to you guys as well. I know they're heading out to watch the parade right after this. Everybody's excited about the baseball parade going right down the street on 6th Avenue.